Hello dear friends, my name is Engineer Nasir and welcome to 3ds Max lesson 1. So when you open the 3ds Max, this is how your screen looks like. So on the top you have a pull down menu which have a set of different commands. Then below the pull down menu you have a toolbar icons. You have a command panel on your right hand side, and down you have things related to the animations. These are different viewports. Now if you go to customize and if you go to the show user interference, here you can switch on and switch off your command panel, your main toolbar. So for example, if I click this, your command panel will not be seen anymore. So I'll just switch on the command panel. Similarly, if you go to customize and if you go to the show main toolbar, if you switch it off, you can see that you will not be able to see toolbar. So let us start. So this is all about the general workspace of 3ds Max. Now you will see that you have a different viewport and every viewport is described on a top by its name. Now for example, this is a top, this is a front view, this is a left view, and this is a perspective view. Now these views are a default view. If you click to any screen and if you say Alt W, you can maximize that viewport. Again Alt W to go back to a normal 4 viewport. Now similarly, this is front, and if I want my front view to be enlarged, so you just have to click to the viewport and you have to say Alt W. So that screen, that viewport will be enlarged. Now when you are pressing Alt W, you are switching from a 4 viewport to the 1 maximum viewport. So these 4 viewport you can actually go from here to the configure, and here you have a layout. Now I have selected the 4 viewport. In case if I select this one where you have 3 on your left hand side and the main on your right hand side, if you say OK, you can see now I have viewport design in that way. Now again if I say Alt W, I will be going to switch on and switch off my maximum viewport. So this is all about the viewport configurations. Other than this, you will see that this 3ds Max has got a base of grid. So there is a specific value for these grids which you can actually see from tools, grid and snap setting, and this is the home grid where the right now distance between the grid is 10 meter. Now if I go and click these 2 points, you can see on your right hand side over here it's showing me 10 by 10. In case if I want to adjust this grids, I will go to the tools, grid and snap setting, and here I am going to make my home grid, let us say 1 meter. So you can see my grid has shrunk and it has become small, and if I go and check now grid from here to here, so on right hand side you can see this point, the length and the width is coming 1 meter. Now this is all about the spacing of the grid, and now you will see the unit in which I am working right now is meter. So let us say that you want to create a wall which is 200 mm in width and 6000 millimeter in length. So for that, first thing is that I will go to customize, I will go to the unit setup, and in unit setup I am going to go to the system unit setup, where I am going to put one unit over here in a format of millimeter, and the metric which is right now here also I will put millimeter. Okay. Now, you can see that my unit has come to millimeter. Now, let us make the one grid distance between the grid as 200 mm. For that, I will go to the tools, grid and snap setting, and here I will go to the home grid, I will make it 200. Now, you will see that if I go and check on grid, now to catch this snap point, it is on the keyboard, you have to press S to switch on and switch off the snap. So, if I say S, you can see that I can see the snap, and if I again press the S, you cannot see the snap. So, I will switch on the snap now, S, I can see the snap now, and if I try to make the box now, you can see on your screen right hand side over here, the distance between the grid has become 200. So, let us make a wall of width of 200 and the length of 6000 millimeter, which is equivalent to a 6 meter, and height of 4000 millimeter, that is 4 meter. So, I will go to the box, I will catch one of the snap point, and I have already adjusted the distance between the grid as 200 mm. So, I will click one point and I will drag it. I will drag it till on your right hand side you go and make a width of 6000 mm. Once you reach to this point, you will leave the mouse selection and you will go up. You keep going up and click it. So, to make this height of 4 meter, that is 4000, you will go to the modify panel. Here there is a height which is right now 1 meter. You will go and click it and make it 4000. So, you can see that if I go and check the property of this wall and just click it, you can see the length is 200, the width is 6000 mm and height is 4000 mm. Of course, you see this in the wireframe, because you can see on the top the description of the viewport is in wireframe. If you click it, you can make it a smooth and hide. Also, on the keyboard, if you press F3, it will switch on from wireframe to the shade. So, this is all about the adjustment of grids, and this you have to do it before you start any drawing. I hope you have understood this practical. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching my practical. If you have liked my channel and practical, kindly subscribe. In search, you can write Engineer Nasir AutoCAD. This is my channel, and kindly subscribe. Thank you.